What's going on, guys? Welcome to another online ranked match on the PlayStation 3. And today we're bringing you guys some Ravens gameplay. Now, I played with the Ravens because I saw some movie about Ray Lewis on YouTube. I think it's called, I don't know, some 44-minute like documentary, man. And it was such an amazing documentary. It's one of the overall best documentaries I've ever seen. And it put me in the mood to want to play with Ray Lewis. Like, I was like, wow, man, I definitely want to play with him now. And I can say that Ray Lewis has become one of my favorite people on earth after watching that, what he's come through and the type of person that he is. And so yeah, I wanted to play with the Ravens, so I go ahead and select them. I'm going against the Raiders. Now, the Baltimore Ravens have such a great defense. As long as I can put some points up with them, I believe that this defense is going to be able to hold me down and stop my opponent. Now, the Raiders have been one of the best Madden teams in Madden for like the last 3 or 4 years, just due to their speed alone. They have speed in every single position, which makes them absolutely dangerous, and they have been a Madden favorite for the last couple of years now. They're not as deadly as they were, let's say, Madden 11, but they are a really good team still. Our opening drive, we're trying to go through our weapon, which is Ray Rice, trying to mix it up with some passing. We got 3rd and 11. We go to the outside, and we get a tippy-toe catch right there to keep the drive going. Now, 1st and 10, again, we're trying to establish the run. You know, we're trying to get Ray Rice going, trying to get him involved in the game plan as much as possible. That is by far my best weapon, so I'm definitely trying to put the ball in his as much as possible. 3rd down, we get sacked, so 4th down, we'll force the punt right here. I should have caught that, but that was just a huge mistake right there. So he ends up getting ball on the 20. And he definitely had a mixture of passing and running, you know, so he definitely kept me off guard. You know, he didn't really dominantly do one more than the other. Right there, should have been an interception, but we got him to a 2nd and 10. He drops back, and he called the same play over and over again. Now, the thing is, when this is happening, I don't care if somebody continuously calls the same play over and over again. I mean, it's whatever. You know, you can call one play 90 times in a row. If I failed to stop it, then why should you stop calling it, you know? So it's my job to stop it. But I had the mentality of, he's not going to call the play again. He's not going to call the play again. He knows that I know, you know, he's not going to call the same play again on me. He just did it 4 times in a row. But then they do it, and I kind of get caught off guard because I'm not expecting it that many times in a row. So we throw an interception right here to give him back the ball, and right now it's an offensive struggle for both sides. We have yet to score. So right there, he gets a nice draw up the middle, goes to draw again, and gets it to a 3rd and 1. Quick pass right there, gets him the 1st down. He's very close to passing midfield. So again, you know, he's doing a good balance of running and passing. So really don't know what to expect. He was doing the out route and the bench play a lot. Now, right there is a nice pass. And when he was calling the out route, you know, or the bench, he would call it, you know, 3, 4, 5 times in a row. And I would swear, I'm like, he's not going to do it 2, 3 times in a row. Like, who is going to call the same play that many times in a row in succession and, you know, got the balls to do something like that? Because you would figure that they're going to catch on to it. So, like, I knew at some point he was going to do it. I seen the formation, and I'm like, he's probably going to do it. But I was like, nah, he can't. He did it 3 times in a row. He has to know that I'm going to prepare for it. So I'm not even going to, you know, pay attention to it because he should know that I'm looking for it now. And then he went to it, and I was, you know, you guys understand what I'm saying. So our drive right here, we got to go ahead and put points up on the board. We try a quick screen just to get Ray Rice going here, but we don't get anything right there. We only get a yard. 3rd and 9, we need this right here to avoid a punt. We go to the left. And we end up catching a beautiful pass and tiptoeing from the sideline, and we score a touchdown. We end up tying the game, making it 7-all. And again, this is, even over the 49ers or Steelers, for whatever reason, I have more faith in this defense more than any other team in the game. I really love their defense. Right there's just a touchdown right there. That's that bench play, and he ends up throwing a quick post, and he scores a touchdown, and I'm down again. So again, the pressure's back on my offense to go ahead and put points up on the board. And I never get frustrated when giving up points with the Ravens because I always feel like at some point they're going to come through for me. He's going to make a mistake. and this defense is not going to let me down. So all I got to do is keep close offensively. Even though he's scoring on offense himself, I feel like that defense is going to come through me sooner or later. Right here, 2nd and 3. We drop back just a quick little flat route, and we end up getting Torrey Smith. And, with the speed, he gets it within the 10-yard line right there. So we're in good position to go ahead and score. We give it to Ray Rice. We get stopped at the 6. 2nd and goal, we try a quick pass, try to catch him off guard. I'm sure he was expecting to run, and we catch our tight end over the middle, wide open, so we tie the game. And this right here is a crucial possession. With a minute 30 left, I definitely do not want to let him score. This right here can be a very, very big possession. And I think this is the drive where he starts continuously calling the out route passing-wise, and it gets a little, not frustrating at all, but it gets a little, come on, man, you're going to keep calling the same play like I'm not expecting it? But again, you guys know what I'm saying. Right here, he drops back on 3rd and 10, out route right there, 1st down. So the clock is ticking, 47 seconds left, drops back, out route again, and I'm like, I knew he was going to do it, but I'm like, he's not going to call the same play again. Like, why would you call this? And again, another time, he calls it again, 3 times in a row. And I'm like, this guy's just disrespectful. At least mix it up a little bit. I'm big on the bench and screenplays, but I don't call it back to back to back to back due to the fact that, after a couple of times, you're going to expect it. And right here, speaking of expecting it, no, not this time, son. Don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Somebody, please, give this man a link to my channel. Let him know. Do not throw the ball my way. Did he get a look at my PSN before this game? I think not. So we got a handful of seconds left. We don't have much time to make something happen. So we're just trying to go deep downfield, praying for a miracle right here at this point. 11 seconds. We figured let's try a screenplay, see if we can get in field goal range. Worst case scenario, hopefully. And that's exactly what happens. We get a very nice game right there. We call timeout with very little seconds left. And we get a huge field goal right before halftime. So, great screenplay, put us in position to take a lead. And that was good because he got ball back at halftime. So, that's what I'm talking about with the out route, calling it in succession like that. After the first time, I'm like, same formation, he's probably going to do it. Nah, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it again. And then he did it. 3rd time, I'm like, same formation, there's no way he's going to do it. He has to think that I'm going to try and stop that. And he does it again. So, right here, he's going to the bench play, and he definitely mixed it up a little bit. Right here, we got into a 4th down, so we hold him to punt. But he was mixing up a little later with the bench and, how around some streaks, and definitely had me a little confused on the defensive side. But right here, we got a great opportunity to go to a 2-possession lead. And we go deep over the top on a play action to Torrey Smith, and we end up getting it. I see that he showed blitz, and there was nobody over the top, so he figured that right there would work, and it did, thankfully. Right here, excuse me, son, I got touchdowns to score. Quick little out route to Ray Rice, and we score, and we get our 2-possession lead. And this is where I want to be. With the Baltimore Ravens, with that defense on the field, with the lead on their back, and he pretty much has to pass the ball. But, I mean, he still mixes in some runs, but I know for sure that he has to pass, a lot. So, right there, nice little pass to the left, and his passing game starts coming together. He's calling the same plays, but he mixing it up with a couple hot routes, like right there. I thought the bench was going to go towards the outside. Instead, he streaked the inside receiver, and he ends up scoring a touchdown. So, I mean, more power to him. When I was expecting it, he switched it up just a little bit to catch me off guard, and it was working, and he definitely attacked the right side at all times. Whenever he decided to pass, he just always seemed like he was just one step ahead of me, as far as play selection. But, as long as we score here, there's nothing he could do about winning, because we can keep a 2-possession lead. But he forces us to punt, and now he has an opportunity to regain the lead. And this is where I'm thinking my defense has to come through for me. I need a stop. I need something to happen. That user interception came through, but I need the defense to make something happen for me. So we get him to a 2nd and 7. He drops back, quick pass to the right, and we end up stopping. He ends up losing a yard. 3rd and 8, and he goes to the out route, but he ends up dropping it. So it's now 4th and 8. Instead of punting the ball, he goes for it, and we end up catching an interception. That is why you played a special teams game. You have somebody on your team who is paid to punt the ball when you need to, and we end up sticking up our middle fingers just a little bit just to let him know, punt the ball, son. Punt the ball, play the game the right way, and good things will happen. Unfortunately, you did it, so good things happen for me. That's just how the Madden gods work. So we got a 2-possession lead again. but we need to stop him from scoring. He comes out in the snugs, quick pass to the left, and he no-huddles, so I figured he was going to call the same play to the right, maybe reverse it, but instead he ends up streaking the inside receiver, completely catching me off guard. I was expecting an outpost. Instead, it was a streak, so good play call by him to score a touchdown, and now, again, it's a three-point lead. And my offense hasn't been that, fluid at all. The fluidity in my offense is definitely not there, so I'm trying to do is just take as much time off the clock as possible. As you see right here, we got a 2nd and 1, and we drop back, and we get a first down. And as you can see, look at the time clock. I'm killing as much time as possible, trying to keep the ball away from him, and just trying to milk the clock, man. The ball is in my court. That doesn't make sense. That's the basketball terminology, but you guys know what I mean. I have the upper hand in this position. I have the ball with the lead, so there's no point in me really doing things like incomplete passes to stop the clock to do him a favor. I need to keep that clock going. So right here is 2nd now. We try to do a screenplay, but Ray Rice never released on the block until really, really late, so we end up getting hit as we throw it. Right here, 3rd and 9, huge play. Torrey Smith ends up catching the ball, getting us the first down, moving the chains, and being able to kill more time off the clock. So again, we do a draw play. We keep the ball on the ground. Right here, we do a passing play. We go to Ray Rice for a room in front of him, and we end up getting to a 3rd and 1. Now this right here, I felt like he should have blocked that outside guy, but nothing happened. 4th and 1, I was in a tough position because I felt like I wanted to go for it, because even if I didn't get it, he had a long field ahead of him. If I get it, game's over. But in real life situation, a team would have kicked the field goal, so that's what I decided to do, take my points. So we're up 6 points. A touchdown loses the game for me, wins the game for him. So we need to stop him. This is where I need this defense to come through and hopefully make something happen. So right here, we get a 2nd and 4. He drops back. He goes to 11. That's that defense I'm talking about. Nada just comes through with the random block shed sack, making it 3rd and long. Tries to go to the out route. Absolutely not. This time we switch over. We knock it down. 4th and 11. He tries to go up top, and the computer comes through again. That's the defense that we picked to play this game, and we end up barely winning, but we end up coming away with this victory. And we just kneeled the ball, take our victory. And that's the end of the game, guys. We are 3-0 so far in the new account. Follow me on Twitter if you guys don't already. As always, it's your boy GS signing out, bringing you guys the best daily entertainment you could possibly find on one channel. Like I said, it's your boy GS signing out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.